June the 16th, 2025. Guys, the image you're looking at is coming out of Tehran, Iran, and it's traffic all going one way out. Looks like about 6 or 7 lanes there. Nothing on the other lane if you watch the video, but I'm just showing you a still image. It looks like someone's panning from the bridge, maybe up and down, but they have been told to flee by Israel. They also are right in the middle of getting bombed, so it's not going to take a genius to figure that out. Same thing goes for the people in Israel. They had got hit overnight in some places they haven't been. Some high rises that people lived in and all got gutted with some of these big high-powered missiles that we saw in the earlier video. But they're saying that the Ayatollah is hiding with his family in a bunker north of the city. But as the war between Israel and Iran intensifies, civilians in Tehran were caught on video fleeing the city this weekend to escape the carnage. I'm going to link to the article where you can click on and watch the video of this image. I don't want to get a copyright strike. But in the video caption is reportedly hundreds of thousands fleeing Tehran. They're saying that the Iranian regime's weapon production sites have been struck and degraded. Again, there are some videos here linked to this. Earlier today, the IDF completed a wide-scale wave of strikes on numerous weapon production sites belonging to the Quds Force, the IRGC, and the Iranian military in Tehran. And another reason, again, a lot of software is available all over the world. You can see it. But this is part of one of the flight trackers. This was last night. These are 28 air tankers, and they refuel planes and jets and everything in the air, and 28 is a huge number, and they're leaving from different areas of the U.S. Iran knows this. Israel knows that, you got satellite imaging, you've got this type software where you can track any flight. But when they saw this, I imagine that's when the interstate really filled up. But guys, I'm not going to make this a long video. A couple of folks asked for some updates on what's going on. Also, we're going to have 2 aircraft carrier groups now. You've got the Nimitz and one other group that's going in. The Nimitz, maybe its last voyage. It's been commissioned a long time, and that my younger brother was assigned to the Nimitz when it was over in California, in San Diego, I think. Anyway, I think it's its last voyage. They're going to recommission it after this. So you've got tremendous air power with an aircraft carrier, and it's not like in World War II. It's much different because they're all interconnected. You've got from the satellites to the aircraft carrier to every aircraft they have, and to every other asset they have so that and you've got planes like the Stealths. As they fly over, they're gathering hundreds of thousands of bits of information on everything on the ground before a war starts or before an attack starts. That's how they took out the Houthis. So they had already gathered all the information, put all the GPS point data into the weapon systems. So again, they're getting out of Dodge. We've got another aircraft carrier group going in there. Now, here's what we don't know. Trump has been hesitant to get into this with troops. He's said that we always have. I think we supplied the Iron Dome, which isn't working very good right now, but most of their weapons come from the U.S., and Trump had said that straight out. But he didn't want to get involved with troops. But now, but let me say this. There's 2 things here. Either he's going to directly get involved to protect Israel, or this is to protect U.S. shipping for oil and other things in the Strait of Hormuz and the Red Sea and that group of areas out there. Plus, we have a big air base on, Diego Garcia, a big island off the Indian Ocean out there that's a key air base that puts us close enough to do the damage that hit the Houthis. That came from Diego Garcia, that base. And it's just a big island that I think it was maybe World War II was turned into a base. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a major U.S. area. And these planes can land there. We've got air bases. Some of these will land in Europe on the way, Germany, other places, and then refuel and then move into the areas to where they can be in the air where they're needed to refuel any type of fighter situation that's going on. And again, they gather a lot of intel. These things don't just fly fuel. You know, they've got sophisticated radar and imaging and things like that. But guys, we're watching it. It looks like it's going to escalate from just looking at the obvious evidence. And the evacuation from Tehran reminds me of the evacuations out of Iraq. And so it looks like a war's about to start. It's better to be prepared, but this is a lot of assets. You know, we have enemies in other places. But I guarantee you this is where they need to be because of our carrier groups, and they want to protect the oil. Guys, we're watching it. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.